From the world headquarters of Fox News, it's The Kelly File with Megyn Kelly.
Well, breaking news tonight on a woman sentenced to death for being a Christian. We got word just hours ago that she may now be out of prison, but our next guest says that doesn't mean she's out of danger. Tony Perkins is president of the Family Research Council. He has spoken out for Meriam Ibrahim from the beginning. He joins us now. So one apparent victory scored. We'd been waiting for this appeals court to decide whether this death sentence she received for being a Christian would be overturned. They decided it should be.
That's correct, Megyn. There's been a lot of prayers were answered today when Meriam and her two children were released from this prison. All charges dropped against her.
Okay, they were released, because we've been working to confirm whether she's actually out of the prison. She is out.
She is out. I have been in communication all day with those working very closely on this case, and she is temporarily, and her family are temporarily in a safe place.
Good.
Now, it's very hard to be in a safe place in Sudan. Because there are those, even within her own family, who have said she should be killed if the government does not kill her from reportedly or switching from Islam to Christianity. She says she didn't. She said she was raised as a Christian. However, the court overturned the previous ruling, and all charges have been dropped. But now the question, Megyn, is, you know, this is certainly a day of rejoicing. Those involved in this very happy. People across this country and around the world praying for her and her children. But for this story to have one of those "and they lived happily ever after" endings, she's going to have to be permanently in a safe place, and that has to be outside of Sudan. It needs to be here in the United States. Her husband, Daniel, said they want to come here. And so far, the State Department, in its official remarks, have not said anything to the effect of giving them safe haven here in this country.
She should just go down to Ecuador and come up on that train. I mean, it's very easy to get in now.
Well, that's the shame of this. That's the shame of the State Department. Our government turns a blind eye to those who, ignore the law. And here is a family simply persecuted because of their faith. An American citizen, his wife, and two children, and they're trying to play by the rules and having a difficult time. I will tell you this, Megyn. I, again, have been in very close contact throughout this ordeal, but in the last 48 hours with members of Congress who have been working closely on this, Trent Franks, Chris Smith, Mark Meadows, a freshman from North Carolina, has been working day and night on this case. And in those I've talked to, one of the things they said was very helpful in this. The Ambassador Khalid, to the United States here is one of the more reasoned voices, and because of the outcry of the American public, in particular, they mentioned Fox News and Megyn Kelly for speaking out on this issue. It gave those reasoned voices leverage they needed to get this decision out of the court. Now, I'll be sitting down with the ambassador on Wednesday, and I'm hopeful that there might be a renewed look at what their own constitution says is supposed to be in Sudan, and that is religious freedom. It's not been there, but at least for Meriam and her two children, this could be a happy ending if America acts quickly.
Well, you are very kind, Tony, but you did all the work on this and called a lot of attention to this. And as you say, it's not time for a sigh of relief, but there's been progress made in the case of an innocent woman who simply wants to observe her faith along with her children tonight. Tony, all the best to you.
Thank you, Megyn.
We'll continue following this, and we'll let you know when she is, in fact, safe and whether she does, in fact, wind up on U.S. soil.